If you're over 60 and dealing with that nagging back pain that just won't quit, or maybe you've noticed you're getting a little shorter, your bones might be sending you a warning signal that, sadly, most doctors miss until it's far too late. Please stay with me because what I'm about to share could literally prevent a life-threatening fracture. Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Mitchell, and in my years specializing in women's health, I've seen far too many women come into my office after a devastating hip or spine fracture, and they all tell me the same thing. I had no idea my bones were this weak. The truth is, osteoporosis is called a silent disease for a very good reason. Your bones can lose up to 30% of their strength before you feel a single thing. But here's the good news. Your body does give you warning signs if you know what to look for. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 7 most important signs that your bones are weakening, and more importantly, what you can do about it starting right now. Now, before we dive in, I need you to understand why this matters so much. According to the National Osteoporosis Foundation, 1 in 2 women over 50 will break a bone due to osteoporosis. That's not a small number, that is half of all women. And here's what really concerns me as a doctor. A hip fracture after the age of 60 increases your risk of death within 1 year by a staggering 20%. But when we catch bone loss early, we can absolutely stop it and in many cases even reverse it. So let's talk about those crucial warning signs your body is giving you. Sign number 1, your gums are receding. Now you might be thinking, Dr. Sarah, what do my gums have to do with my bones? Well, everything. Your jawbone is what holds your teeth securely in place, and when your overall bone density decreases, your jaw is often one of the very first places to show it. If your dentist has mentioned gum recession or you feel like your teeth look longer than they used to, this could be a very early warning. In fact, research published in the Journal of Periodontology found that women with osteoporosis are 3 times more likely to experience tooth loss. So if you're noticing changes in your gums, it's time to talk to your doctor about a bone density test. Sign number 2, your grip strength has gotten weaker. Have you noticed it's harder to open jars lately? Or maybe your handshake just doesn't feel as firm as it used to be? This isn't just about muscle, it's directly linked to bone. A landmark study that followed over 25,000 post-menopausal women found that grip strength is directly related to bone mineral density. The weaker your grip, the higher your fracture risk. Here's a simple test you can do at home. Can you open a new jar of pickles without using any tools? If you find yourself struggling with tasks that used to be easy, your bones might be sending you a message, the good news. Specific grip strength exercises can help rebuild both muscle and bone density. Sign number 3, you've lost height, and this is the one you absolutely cannot ignore. Here is why this is so critical. If you have lost more than 1.5 inches from your peak adult height, there's a very high chance you've already had small compression fractures in your spine, and you might not have even felt them. These are called silent fractures, and they happen when weakened vertebrae in your spine start collapsing under your body's own weight. Let me be very clear. If you've noticed you're shorter or your family says you're shrinking, you need a bone density scan immediately. I had a patient just last year, a lovely 68-year-old woman. She thought it was normal to lose 2 inches. When we did her scan, we found she had 5 compression fractures she had no idea about. We caught it before a major, life-altering fracture, but we almost didn't. Please measure yourself against a wall today. Compare it to the height on your driver's license. If there's more than an inch difference, make that doctor's appointment this week. Sign number 4, your fingernails are becoming brittle and breaking easily. Now, your nails are made of keratin, but they need strong bones and good mineral absorption to stay healthy. When your body isn't absorbing calcium and other minerals properly, the very same problem that weakens your bones, it also affects your nails. If your nails are breaking, splitting, or peeling more than usual, especially if this is a new problem for you, it could be a sign that your body is struggling with calcium metabolism. This is especially true if you're also experiencing some of the other signs we're discussing today. Sign number 5, you have chronic lower back pain that just doesn't seem to improve. Not all back pain is bone-related, of course, but persistent lower back pain in women over 60 should always raise a red flag for bone health. Those small compression fractures I mentioned earlier, they often present as a dull, constant ache in your middle or lower back. So many women are told it's just arthritis or the normal process of aging. And while those can cause pain too, if your back pain is accompanied by any of these other signs, you need to insist on imaging. You absolutely deserve to know what's really causing your pain. Sign number 6, your posture is becoming curved or hunched. This is medically called kyphosis, or what people commonly refer to as a dowager's hump. This happens when multiple vertebrae in your upper back compress and weaken, creating that noticeable forward curve. Now, I want to be clear, some minor postural changes are normal with aging. But a significant curve that has developed in just the past few years is a major warning sign. If family members have commented on your posture or you see it when you look at photos of yourself, this needs medical evaluation. The earlier we catch this, the more we can do to prevent it from getting worse and improve your quality of life. Sign number 7. You're experiencing bone pain or joint pain, especially in your hips or wrists. While osteoporosis itself isn't usually painful, weak bones can create stress on your joints and all the connective tissues around them. Many women describe this as a deep, aching pain that feels worse at night or after they've been active. If you're experiencing unexplained bone or joint pain, especially in weight-bearing joints like your hips, knees, or spine, this warrants a serious investigation. Please don't let anyone dismiss this as just getting older. Your body is trying to tell you something important. Now, I know this might feel a bit overwhelming. Maybe you recognized yourself in 3, 4, or even more of these signs. But here is what I really want you to understand. Recognizing these warning signs is actually a gift, because unlike so many other conditions, bone loss can be stopped, and in many cases, we can actually rebuild bone density with the right combination of nutrition, targeted exercise, and sometimes medication. I have seen women in their 70s and 80 seconds significantly improve their bone health and regain their confidence. But it all starts with knowing what to look for, which you now do. So here's what I want you to do today. First, take a moment and write down which of these 7 signs you're experiencing. Be honest with yourself. Second, if you identified with 3 or more of these signs, please schedule a bone density test with your doctor this week. Don't put it off. Third, in my very next video, I am going to show you the exact 5-minute daily routine I recommend to all my patients over 62 strengthen bones naturally with no equipment needed. Click that subscribe button so you don't miss it. And if you found this helpful, please do me a favor. Share this with a friend, a sister, or your mother, someone who needs to hear it. We women need to look out for each other. Drop a comment below and let me know which sign surprised you the most. I read every single comment. Remember, your bones have been carrying you your whole life. Now it's time to take care of them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.